Hi, I'm Trish. I had my iron infusion this morning for the first time ever, and I said I'd make a video, so I will, but there's not really much to tell. It was very unexciting. It was meant to take 20 minutes, but it ended up taking an hour and a half. The nurse said it was positional. I don't know, maybe it had something to do with my vein. The doctor, when he put the IV in, said that my vein is very, very scarred because I've been stabbed so many times in it. So I'll give you a little second to think about that. How many times you actually have to be stabbed in a vein before it becomes too scarred to work properly. I have been stabbed a lot. So he said he'll use a different vein next time. I went in and they put the IV in, they flushed it, they hooked up it was 2 little vials of iron, 2 little 10ml vials, and they put that in a bag of, I think it was just sodium chloride, 250ml, diluted down. It was just a sort of, it almost looked like blood, but a sort of a orangey red kind of blood. Set that up, and it took a long time to infuse through, probably about an hour. And it wasn't supposed to take that long, but it did. And I felt fine. I read up on all the side effects and how you can feel when you're having the iron infusion done. And I had nothing. I was cold because I had to take my cardigan off, and I was the first patient in there today, so they'd only just put the heater on. My blood pressure was fine before and after. My heart rate was fine. Yeah, I just felt cold, and my arm was a little bit sore afterwards, but only because of the way that I had to actually hold it. It's fine now, completely fine now. I didn't feel dizzy or faint. I didn't get a metallic taste in my mouth. I didn't feel sick. Obviously, didn't have any kind of anaphylactic reaction. I will say, for the first couple of minutes when they first hooked me up, I was a little bit anxious, just thinking about all those things that can happen. Even though I knew they'd look after me completely fine. But yeah, nothing. I've come home, I'm going to have a cup of coffee, probably head out to the shops with my daughter later. As I said, I feel completely fine, I feel completely normal, and I'm pretty sure if I was going to feel shit in any way, I would have felt pretty shit before I left the doctor's surgery. So that's all. I won't actually post this video straight away. I'll wait and I'll give it a few days to see how I feel, because I don't expect that I will feel better instantly. From what I've read, it takes a few days, and I'll let you know. Hopefully I get back to the gym and have all my energy back, and I'm not getting out of breath anymore, and I don't need to nap every day, and my depression and anxiety and fibromyalgia gets better. I'm Trish. I've got a couple of minutes before the next race starts. It's Melbourne Cup Day, so I thought I'll make a quick video in between all my colouring in and, sorry about that, in between all my colouring in and the busy day that I'm having today. I forgot to check my lipstick. You'll just have to deal with it today. I had my iron infusion last Friday. It's Tuesday today, and today is the first day that I've felt not like absolute garbage. I read up about all the side effects and everything you can get after an iron infusion, and just went, oh well, I'm going to, put a positive spin on this, and that's just not going to happen to me. Now, when I had the iron infusion, I didn't have any immediate reactions. I felt fine. Came home, felt fine for a while. I think after about 4 hours from memory, maybe. I was sitting, because I was going to go to the shops with my daughter, and I was just sitting at the computer, and I got the sweats, and I just suddenly felt like really, really tired. But I thought, I told my daughter we'd go to the shops, so, we'll go to the shops. So we went to the shops, and I was just feeling really shit, like the sweats went away and everything, but I was still really tired. And then, over the weekend, I felt really shit. Yesterday I felt shit. So what's it been? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I had 4 days of feeling I was just aching from head to toe. It felt like I was coming down with a virus, which coincidentally, that's how a fibromyalgia flare-up feels. So I don't know if it was the iron infusion that made me feel like that, or maybe the iron infusion caused a fibromyalgia flare-up. I don't know. My depression got a lot worse. Sleeping was awful because I was just, even when just laying in bed, I was just aching from head to toe. And I sleep like a rotisserie. I roll all night long. And every single time I moved, everything was just hurting. Like my hands were hurting. I put my hair up in a ponytail yesterday to go to the gym, and I didn't end up going to the gym. I was just much too tired and much too depressed, actually. I just couldn't be around people yesterday. But I put my hair up in a ponytail, and just the weight of my hair pulling on my scalp was hurting. So I had to, like wind it all up and pin it to get the weight off my hair follicles that were hurting. I think, and I feel, as I said, I feel much better today. I woke up this morning, no more fibro flare-up. I felt pretty good. I actually got up fairly early and put some makeup on and went out to the shops, went to the TAB and put some bets on and went to the shops. Going to have myself some nice snacks later on. And I'm just going to colour in, watch the races. I've already run $10 because I'm a great big time gambler. I go to the TAB once per year and put on my $1 each way bets. And I think that's it. I was just really, really tired for a few days and really depressed, really achy from head to toe. I had a bit of a headache. I only got the sweats that one time. But other than that, I'm because it does take a while for the iron to actually get into and like work how it's meant to work. I did notice today, because I had to like walk from the TAB up to the shops and back. I had to do a lot of walking today, and a little bit of it was uphill, and I was still getting out of breath doing that. So maybe the iron's, still got to take that next stage. But also, as mentioned, I didn't go to the gym yesterday because I was just too tired and too depressed to be around people. And I think the last time before that I went to the gym, I did a full workout, but before that I didn't. So gym's been a little bit not quite like normal, so I've probably lost a little bit of fitness as well. But I know that in a week or two of getting back to the gym normally, that'll all just come back and I'll be fine. And the iron will have worked by then, and I won't be getting breathless doing nothing anymore. So that's it. If anything changes, I'll update again. But for now, I anticipate that everything's going to be fine. Good luck on the cup. Although by the time you see this, cup will have already happened. So I hope you had some good luck on the cup. Hi, this is the last instalment in my iron infusion video. It is 10 days post-infusion now, and I think I can say I feel pretty much back to normal. I'm sleeping really well. The anxiety has really settled down. I'm not having panic attacks at night anymore. I'm not overly tired. I'm still having fibro flare-ups some mornings, but I've had a lot of early mornings lately, and my fibro body does not like waking up to an alarm. It needs to wake up naturally, and I haven't been able to quite a lot over the last week or so. But when I'm able to wake up naturally, I don't have that fibro flare-up in the morning. What else was going on? I'm not really getting out of breath anymore. I am 100% full steam back at the gym. I've upped my game on the treadmill. I can run at 9 kilometres, or actually up to about 9.3 kilometres an hour for like a whole minute at a time. But that's a really big deal for me, because when I started running on the treadmill, I would shuffle at 6 kilometres an hour for about 30 seconds at a time. So always improving in that respect, and it feels great. And yes, I do need to get my breath back after I run for that 1 minute at 9.3 kilometres an hour or 8.5 or whatever fits in with what I'm listening to. But I can do it, and I do get my breath back. If you know anything about recovery heart rates, they say if your recovery heart rate is at least 30, then you're at less risk of dying of a heart attack. And you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to get your heart rate up, and then you're supposed to stop exercising, and after 2 minutes, measure the difference in your heart rate, and it's got to be at least 30. So when I do my little 1 minute stretch on the treadmill, and I don't stop, I just reduce the speed back down to about 5.2 kilometres an hour. But even though I'm still moving, after 2 minutes my heart rate is dropping by 30 beats per minute. So that is a really good indicator that even though I can only run for a minute at a time, my fitness is all right. I've been upping my planking game, and I'm just feeling really strong at the gym again, which is it's such a nice feeling. What else did I have going on? Oh, the depression. It is improving. It's going to take time because I don't know how much you know about depression, but when you've been depressed for a certain amount of time, and this is for people who don't have mental health issues as well, like if someone has some crisis happen in their life that causes them to get depressed, if they're depressed for more than 2 weeks, it then becomes a bit more serious, and it takes a bit longer to get over it. So because I was so depressed for so long, it's going to take my brain, or the chemicals and the hormones and and everything that makes a person clinically depressed, or endogenic depression, which is what I get, which just means I get depressed sometimes for reasons, other times it just is. So it will take my brain a little bit longer now to recover. So, but I know all this, and so I know that at least I am feeling a little bit better, and not suicidal anymore. That's good news for me. And I've just been colouring in a lot lately. That's my therapy at the moment. So yeah, 10 days on, I'm feeling much better. For the first, I reckon it took a week before I was feeling all right, and I did actually get a lot worse. I was much more tired. I was more out of breath. I was getting palpitations. Yeah, it was pretty shit. I actually felt like I was coming down with a virus for a lot of the time. I had some headaches, and I was getting the sweats a bit at night. But it was worth it. If they offered me another iron infusion, like if I went in and they tested it and they said, oh, your levels have gone up to 40, would you like another one to top it up a bit more? I'd go, yeah. But I'd make sure that I had nothing on for the next week. So that's it. Now you know everything you need to know about iron infusions. Well, what it was like for me anyway. I'm sure everyone else will be different, but that's what it was like for me. I couldn't find very much online about it, or it was a lot of very, very, very negative stuff. So that's it, and I'll talk to you next time when I talk to you.